Stephen A. Smith was caught playing solitaire during the NBA Finals. And you know what they always say? The cover up is bigger than the crime. So by him acknowledging it instead of just ignoring it, it turned it into a much bigger story than what it would have been if he had just kept it moving. I, for one, did not see it as a big deal. And I tell you why. I hate hypocrisy. I don't like hypocrites. And I have to be honest with you. And I have to tell you the facts, not feelings. I've been to probably 200, 300 sporting and entertainment events in my lifetime. And I can tell you factually, there's not many media people, especially in the social media era, that don't have their phone out while they're watching the game. Granted, they may not be playing Minecraft or Solitaire, whatever games are on your phone. But to say that they're 100% committed to watching the entire game would be untrue. Once, when I was in Vegas for a big fight, a reporter actually missed a knockout because he was on his phone ordering a hooker for his room. So since I'm not a hypocrite, I can't get too mad at Mr. A for playing solitaire on this phone. That's an old man game, by the way. But I can understand why you, the consumer, may be a little bit upset. You would think someone whose entire job primarily is to cover the NBA would be engaged during the NBA Finals. And I can understand how that may rub some of you the wrong way. Here's the problem, though. You created Stephen A. Smith. You are the reason that Stephen A. Smith is so popular. You are the reason that Stephen A. Smith has a $100 million contract. You are the reason that Stephen A. Smith thinks he can be president. It's your fault, not his. You can disagree with things that he says, the things that he does, playing solitaire, the political stuff, the way that he goes after players. But the facts are, the numbers don't lie. You created this monster that you're complaining about. It's like being in a toxic relationship, but you never leave. I don't want to say Mr. A is Diddy and you are Cassie, but this is a toxic relationship that you say that you don't like, but you continually engage in. There are more stories on this beautiful Monday morning about Stephen A. Smith than any other player in the NBA Finals. What does that tell you? He's a drug and you're an addict. You can't get off the crack. And don't tell me that it can't be done. Because when you guys were done with Skip Bayless was out of there. When you guys made the decision that Shannon Sharp was the one that you wanted to ascend, Shannon Sharp was the one that ascended, and Skip Bayless got kicked to the curb. Now he has to do YouTubes with his wife. What's her name? Angelina, Magdalena, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Geraldine! Because you kicked him to the curb. If you want less Stephen A. Smith, the power is in your hands. You don't have to click on the videos. You don't have to click on the stories. You don't have to watch First Take. You don't have to watch his YouTube channel. You don't have to watch when he goes on Fox News. You hold the power. So when Stephen A goes on television and tells Tyrese Halliburton, who I'm not even sure if Tyrese was even talking about him, that he's going to be here for a while, he knows he's the crack and you're the addict, Pookie. If you're watching this, you probably have too much time on your hands, but I do appreciate you. If you can do me a favor, if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, BSO TV, and our podcast, The Headline King with Robert Littal, and Facts Not Feelings with Robert Littal on all of your podcasting spaces, I would really appreciate that. We're doing daily, weekly videos, insider information, things that you won't be able to get on the website. So please subscribe to these spaces, and therefore you get to see my lovely face on a daily basis.